You did everything they told you to do. You were kind. You were loyal. You showed effort. You listened. You sacrificed. And yet, somehow, she still chose the man who gave her less. Not more. Less. Less time, less attention, less care. And that's the moment most men break inside, not because they lost her, but because they followed the rules and still lost the game. This video is not about blaming women. It's about exposing the lie modern men were raised on. The lie that goodness alone creates attraction. The lie that emotional availability guarantees desire. If you've ever been left while doing everything right, stay until the end, because what you're about to hear will change how you see love, loyalty, and yourself forever. You were taught a simple formula. Be kind, be respectful, be emotionally available, be patient, be loyal. And for a long time, you believed that if you followed these rules, love would eventually find you. You believed that goodness was a currency that guaranteed connection. But then reality arrived. The replies grew cold. The effort became one-sided. And one day, you watched her choose someone who did less, cared less, and invested less. That moment didn't just break your heart. It shattered the story you were raised on. The harsh truth is this: attraction is not built on morality. It is built on instinct. Long before love became poetry, it was survival. The nervous system does not scan for who is the nicest. It scans for who is grounded, centered, and internally strong. Kindness is valuable, but when it exists without boundaries, it stops signaling strength. It starts signaling availability without consequence. And availability without consequence feels familiar, not magnetic. Your brain is wired for excitement through unpredictability. Dopamine surges in unpredictability, not in guarantees. When you become completely predictable, always texting first, always adjusting, always explaining yourself, you don't trigger fear or desire. You trigger comfort. And comfort without tension slowly turns into emotional invisibility. You become safe, but no longer thrilling. Reliable, but no longer unforgettable. The warning signs are always there. She tells you, "You're too good for me." She says, "I'm not ready for a relationship." Yet, somehow, she is suddenly ready for someone else. You plan every conversation. You keep apologizing for needing clarity. You carry both the emotional weight and the emotional silence. And without realizing it, her attraction quietly transforms into familiarity and then into indifference. Modern culture reinforces this confusion. Men are taught to soften their edges, suppress their assertiveness, and lead with constant emotional availability. Meanwhile, attraction still responds to polarity, direction, mystery, grounded presence. Dating apps flood perception with endless options, making effort feel cheap and easily replaceable. The good man is told to wait his turn in a game that no longer rewards patience. Eventually, something breaks inside him. He tries harder. He gives more. He becomes quieter. Resentment starts replacing hope. The heart that once wanted connection learns emotional withdrawal. Not because he stopped believing in love, but because love stopped responding to him. Here is the bitter truth. Being good is not the same as being respected. Being kind is not the same as being desired. Attraction is not fair. Desire is not logical. And loyalty alone has never ignited passion. The solution is not to become cold. It is to become centered. Stop performing for approval. Stop negotiating your worth. Build a life that does not require permission to feel complete. Learn to walk away without anger, detach without hatred, choose discipline over validation, purpose over pursuit, direction over desperation. The moment you stop trying to be chosen is the moment your presence